Today I'm going to be doing the book Courtship Tag. And I have all the questions on my cellular device, so let's get started! Phase 1. Initial Attraction. A book that you bought because of the cover. 100% The Merciless by Danielle Vega. This book is a work of art. It's super minimalist and I just, oh my god, this book cover. The book is good. I love horror and you don't come across a lot of YA horror. It made me need to own it. Yeah. Phase 2. First Impressions. A book that you got just for the summary. For this one, I chose The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkins. You wake up with no memory of the last few days. Your friends were killed in an accident that you miraculously survived. Your family has to move to another state to escape the fallout. You meet a mysterious boy who seems to know more about your past than you do. You start seeing things that can't possibly be there. You are afraid you are losing your mind. Can you keep it together? Mara Dyer is about to find out. Dun, dun, dun! So yeah, that summary made me want to buy it, so I did. Phase 3. Sweet Talk. A book with great writing. For this, I chose The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This book is the bomb. Oh shit. Don't do that. The writing is freaking magical, okay? You read it and it's like so entrancing and crazy and it's just like a mood. You are in this weird mood and it's creepy and cool and fascinating and weird and I love it. So this book. Yes. Phase 4. First Date. A first book of a series that made you want to pick up the rest of the series. For this one, I chose Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I read this in the old edition that I found in a thrift store and I fell in love with it. I thought it was amazing, so I went out and super casually bought the entire bind up rest of the series, 5 books. Haven't read that either. I am awful. This first book was so good that I needed the rest of them. Phase 5. Late night phone calls. Pick a book that kept you up all night. This is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, the last book in the Mortal Instrument series. Oh my god. So I was behind on the Mortal Instrument train. I didn't finish the series when this came out, but in December I binge read the entire series. And by the time I got to City of Heavenly Fire, I was so ready to find out what was going to happen. So I started this in the evening, I think around 4 o'clock. I was so into it, I just stayed up and finished it later the next day. It was nutso. I was furiously reading it and it was just intense and awesome, and yes, this kept me up all night and the next day. So good, so good. Phase 6. Always on My Mind. A book you could not stop thinking about. I'm gonna skip the obvious Harry Potter because it would be Harry Potter. Instead, I'm going The Cure for Dreaming by Kat Winters. And yes, I've been talking about this book a lot lately, but seriously, this is one of my favorite books of this year. And when I read it, I was just like, whoa. This book is so historical and crazy and magical. It reminds me of The Night Circus, like in the mood of the story. Man, afterwards I was just like, wow, so good. Phase 7. Getting Physical. Bow chicka bow bow. A book that you love the way it feels. For this, I chose the paperback version of The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I don't know what it is about this paperback, but it is buttery. I mean, it has the worst thing. It has the short cover, which is the worst thing ever and needs to end forever. It is the worst, but the feeling of this book is super duper. Super duper. Phase 8. Meeting the Parents. A book that you would recommend to friends or family. So most of my friends and family don't read. If we're going for people who don't generally read, I would go for a contemporary book, and that super relatable contemporary book would be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. It's just like one of those relatable contemporary books that people love. Phase 9, thinking about the future. A book or series that you know you will definitely be rereading in the future. So I'm gonna be super basic and go straight to the HP, the Harry Potter. I've been meaning to reread this for such a long time because I am long overdue for a reread of this series, but yes, this for surezies. Phase 10, spread the love. Who do you tag to do this tag? I'm going to tag Brock from Let's Read, Casey from Casey and Books, Ilse from Ilse Books, Bookish Best Friends, and Teller of Tales. Okay, so that was my book courtship tag. Yeah! Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my choices and what you would pick differently. But yeah, so once again, thank you so much for watching my video. My name is Sarah, and I will see you guys later.